And that kick, it's only going to be found by Douglas Lawrence once more. As Lawrence has been told to go by the umpire. Short kick to the wing, picked off nicely by Jalbart, who went down the corridor. Finds Brown. Brown moves on to Blenheim. Off the left boot towards the 50. Contest was there, nearly taking a mark was Scotch. Back in the hands, off the right snap, it goes up high. And the first major of the afternoon has been scored.
Charlie Cormack with the goal there, getting Old Scotch underway.
Peter once more, Grant touching it on. Trying to lock it in now, Old Scotch trying to come away. Hayes found Blenheim. Looks to enter once more off the left boot on the lead. Would have been Valentine. It's an early start for the home side.
40-year. His first of the afternoon as he comes in. A little bit of a stutter off the boot. And that one's gone through. Tarrant trying to get down there. Eventually finds the way to Phonetic. His handball off to Blenheim. Now it's with Cormac. Easton. Now Blenheim. He's up for the switch. Goes out wide and finds Hayes. He goes quickly. Trying to find an option in the 50. His kick's going to be picked off there. They can't take the mark. Now it's a chance for Brown. His handball goes over the top to Goodison. And he puts another one through. Can they find an option? Lawrence over the back with a brilliant mark.
And the turnover nearly ensuing wasn't taken. Now Jalbart, the captain, he looked up. Around the snap, he scores. Captain's contribution. Trying to find an advantage.
Umpires on the ground as the ball continues to go around. Brown kicks it in. Long can take the mark. Goodison on the ground, trying to get it off. And there it is. And that will go through for another goal. Goodison gets his second of the afternoon. That's been their issue.
They moved it quickly, Old Scotch. It's not 15. They're told to go Cooper Harvey. Got the hand pass on to Brown. Span away from his man. It's Henry Brown. And it's bent in for a goal. And just like that, that's what they'll do, Old Scotch. They'll make you pay. Puts it on as far as an Old Scotch shirt in Bromwell. Represented Western Bulldogs VFL team last week. As it quick hands intercepted by Brown once more. Off the right boot towards the goal square. Valentine in the contest. It might go all the way in, and it has. Henry Brown in for goal number 3. To go with the hand pass. Nearly caught on possession. Kick nearly found its man. As Townsend was there lurking to apply pressure. They've gone through the corridor nicely. And now Townsend's in possession. Short entry. And it's reached Valentine, who has another set shot opportunity. They weave through the traffic nicely. Townsend remaining composed.
Valentine off the boot, and that's good off the boot. Valentine gets his second of the afternoon, and Old Scotch continuing to extend out the lead. Brown now to Harvey. Can he find Valentine? Ball spills eventually over to Valentine. He gets it off. Finds Tarrant. Tarrant short kick, and he finds Polkinghorne. Big team play there by Valentine.
And now Polkinghorne has the opportunity before him. Started run up off the right boot. It looks good. Another major on the board for Old Scotch. That goal meant something to him. As they got to try to find one once more. The one-handed mark finally claimed by Rise Galvin. Goes towards the wing. Castan with one of his own. And the kick from the back line, only in the hands of Old Scotch. They look to reload once more. Towards the edge of the 50 it goes. Fewer at the back. In the hands now. Looked at goal. It might have gone through. It has. And it was Jack Polkinghorne.
Wins it back once again. Handballs off to Grant. Grant's kicking the 50 towards Mackenzie Allen. Ends up going the way of Castan. One out by Wesley. Ends up back in the hands of McCorkle. Now it's Jalbart. Can Jalbart get the snap off? Jalbart gets the snap off. And a captain's finish gets his second of the afternoon. And Old Scotch continue to extend the lead. Celebrate. And that's a big one to celebrate there with DeBosch as Kennedy taps down. But Frenetic wins the ball. He's kicking the 50. It's a one-on-one. And Castan wins out. Now Jesse Castan comes in for his first of the afternoon. Off the boot. And it's good. Castan gets his first. And Old Scotch reply instantly. Ball back down. Tap one there by Kennedy, but push forward for Scotch. Eventually Caulfield winning it back. And Wigney wrapped up for another ball up.
25 minutes played in this second term. Still an emphatic margin in which they'll be looking to achieve today, Old Scotch, on the scoreboard. Still competing hard. Caulfield still trying to remain competitive. Was that caught on the ball? The umpire didn't think so. They want to weave through the traffic. Ball finally spilling out, and Galvin went down the corridor. And now look at Harvey. Was he tripped on it? The umpire in great view. 50.
Took him to ground. Adam, I don't think there's much to argue out there as Harvey comes in. Off the boot. The kick looks better, and the kick goes through. And Harvey gets his first of the afternoon, gets it out to Valentine. He goes for the long kick in the 50. Who can he find in the pack? Grant goes for the fly, and Grant takes a mark. Big mark in the 50, and he'll go for his first of the afternoon.
But now Grant has a chance. Only 2 minutes played in this third term. As Grant takes his time with the run-up. Manufactures it beautifully off the right boot. It held its line nicely. And Grant with his first. Old Scotch get the first of the second half.
Another goal. But Old Scotch just keep on banging as the ball comes down in the hands of Frenetic. Can he get it off the snap? He does. Frenetic gets on. And Old Scotch put on another one. Ends up spilling the way of Ursini. The ball taken there, and I'll be holding the ball. Free kick. And Blenheim will continue. There was no call for it coming back. And has it been considered a goal? It has been a goal. It's interesting. Everyone has stopped, including the umpires.
He assesses what he has towards the goal square. That's where he's gone. Big fly at the back. Few surrounded it. Captain might be there. It's Jalbart on the angle. It's obscure, but he's dobbed it. Tight angle, no problem. Captain Andrew Jalbart with his third. Be that man again, is it, Jonty?
It is that man again. Jalbart once again taking the mark. This time he'll go quickly. He's trying to find Clark on the other side. He does. And now, will Clark go for it? Will he try to find another option shorter?
And Jordan Clark doesn't get much sight for goal. He's picked out brilliantly by his captain. This will be a tremendous moment for both him and his side. The backman, he's well and truly up higher in the field. Gave it all he's got. Is it going to bend back? It looks good from Jordan Clark. And there it goes through.
And look, as he's surrounded by all the players, Jordan Clark gets his first of the afternoon. And the Scotch players are loving it. Ball comes back up. Once again, the ruck's not getting onto it. Now McCork has a chance. He handballs it off to Frenetic. Will he go for it? Will he try to find an option? He ends up going for it. And he ends up dobbing it. And Frenetic puts on another one. An absolute blinder from the corner.
And similar incident to Gary Rowan and Jeremy Cameron. Two teammates running into each other. As Old Scotch reload, it's James Tarrant now in possession. He lines up, looks to goal, and James Tarrant bags his first of the afternoon. Rather stoic in his celebration. To 3-2, Caulfield 20. 131 points the margin, and Old Scotch continuing to go forward. Allen was in the contest, and there he is, Mackenzie Allen. Also
coming in. Off the boot and through the middle. Mackenzie Allen adds onto the scoreboard with his first of the afternoon, and Scotch continue their rampage. There's good pressure though from Flynn Ellis to put the up to make that forced fumble. Now Frenetic out to Easton. Has option on handball. We'll go for the kick. Can he find a man in the open? It's Mackenzie Allen once again. And now Valentine's been off for the last few minutes, and now Mackenzie Allen stepping up to make that goal-scoring threat.
Late to the party, it's Allen. Looks as if he's going to try go around the corner. He has gone to follow the snap. Very routine from Mackenzie Allen. He's loving that. Go forward. The big man might have been in the contest, but at the back and taking a massive mark would have been Rise Galvin. His size on full display as Allen now agreed with the same task. Fine hand showcased by him. He's come rather deep. Went towards the corridor. The kick wasn't the best. Tarrant was there to make something of it. Tarrant now coming out of possession. Got it up to Jalbart somehow. Jalbart breaking his tackle nicely. Kick finding Hayes. He drops the shoulder and goes. He lines up towards goal as Benjamin Hayes. And he converts without any problem.
And they continue on here. going to the corridor. Ends up going to McCorkle. Now to Douglas Lawrence. Goes out wide to Tom Blenheim. Now he's going to go back. Who will he find in this forward 50? Takes his time, ends up going back in the hands of McCorkle. Short kick. Fnatic has to work for it, gets to it. Will he find a kick now? Ends up going short once again. Will find James Tarrant and Scotch taking their time and getting in the hands of that man, James Tarrant. It's being
opened up for the play to be in the hands of James Tarrant. Lines up for his second. If the right booter goes, it looks fantastic from James Tarrant. It's pretty routine from him. And he gets his second of the afternoon. And across the back line, Townsend had to deal with it. He had Hayes there also with him. Townsend. Short kick, found Harvey. And now look to go while Scotch through Townsend.
Now back out to Hayes. He's been so important off the half-back flank once again. Now it's Brown. Back into Hayes. Ends up going to the hands of McCorkle. Back to Hayes once again. And now he's gone to the top of 50. And Blenheim open once again. Can he find a man in 50? He'll go for the long kick. He may just go over the top instead. It may just go all the way. And Tom Blenheim kicks another one. And
he could have think about it from there, could he? He doesn't. He went short to Easton. That would have been something. As Easton goes short, it's a fantastic ball to pick out his captain. And Jalbart could be on again.
It'd be his fourth of the afternoon if he could do so.
He's at the centre square. As Jalbart comes in, very routine from him. Captain's been immense this afternoon. It's 4 for him. It's going to...
Deneen can't take the mark. Goes out to Easton. Now to Harvey. Scotch move forward. Goes towards Mackenzie Allen. He takes a chest mark. Now what can he find? He's looking for Tarrant. And he'll find Tarrant. And another chance for James Tarrant.
Taken, and now Tarrant was late to the goal scoring party, but could he be in for his third of the afternoon? He lines up. It always looks good when James Tarrant is lining up for goal. It's very routine for me to say.